morning. If you have noticed, several Sundays now, the Gospels are quite long. And that will be true until next Sunday when we hear the Passion. So welcome to the Manila Cathedral. Welcome to this Sunday celebration. And I also welcome to this Sunday celebration those who are following us online, whether they are at home, at their workplace, or traveling. My dear brothers and sisters, we heard this beautiful story of the bringing back Lazarus to life. And there are several lessons that we can learn from this gospel. The first lesson is that God's timing is not our timing. God's timing is not our timing. Jesus was informed ahead that his friend Lazarus was sick. But instead of immediately going to Bethany, he said, let's wait. Let's wait. This death will not be the end. This will be for the glorification of God. So they waited. And after several days, they went to Bethany. And when Martha and even Mary, the sister, saw Jesus, Martha and Mary said, "You're late. You're late. My brother is dead. If you arrive early, something could have been done." But Jesus said, "No, sakto lang. Sakto lang." Because God's timing is not our timing. Because God is never late. If He is delaying something, there is purpose to it. Tandaan po ninyo yan. Ang Diyos laging kumikilos sa tamang panahon. Kung hindi pa ibinibigay sa atin ang ating hinihiling, hindi pa ito tamang panahon. Sapagkat ang pagkilos ng Panginoon ay laging nasa plano ng Diyos. Jesus was not late. Jesus came on time. So, mga minamahal kong kapatid, dito tinuturuan tayo ng Ebanghelyo na magtiwala sa Diyos. Magtiwala na kikilos ang Diyos sa panahon na Kanyang itinakda. Isinilang si Jesus sa tamang panahon. Nangaral si Jesus sa tamang panahon. Nag-alay si Jesus ng kanyang buhay at muling nabuhay sa tamang panahon. God has a timetable and everything happens according to His plan. And so, my dear brothers and sisters, the first invitation to us is to trust in God's timing. Hindi siya late, sakto lang. And then the second lesson that the gospel is telling us is that God is with us in our suffering. Jesus enters into our experience of suffering. You know, what is the shortest sentence in the whole Bible? 2 words. Jesus wept. That's what we heard. When they brought him to the tomb, to the cave, una, pinabubuksan niya yung pinaka bato na panakip. Ang sabi ni Martha, Lord, aamoy na yan. 4 na araw nang patay yung kapatid ko. Pero sabi niya, hindi, akong bahala. At nung buksan ang pinto ng libingan, si Jesus ay tumangis. You know, this is an image of God who is not distant. Sometimes we get the feeling that we are here and God is there. Distant from our experience, distant from our suffering, distant from our trials. But you know, when Jesus wept, he means that he understood. He understood our suffering. He empathized with our suffering. Marunong siyang makaramdam ng pighati. Kaya mga minamahal kong kapatid, wag niyong isipin, walang pakialam ang Diyos sa nangyayari sa akin. Walang pakialam ang Diyos sa pinagdaraanan ko. Hindi. Mali po kayo. Mali tayo. Ang Diyos ay may pakialam sa mga nangyayari sa atin. At siya'y tumatangis din sa mga pinagdaraanan natin sa buhay. Jesus wept to show that He was one with us. And then the third is, here we are being reminded that the death of Lazarus is just, and his rising again, is just a kind of prelude to what is going to happen to Jesus and what will happen to us when we die. Of course, Lazarus died again. Matapos na siya binuhay ni Jesus, namatay din si Lazaro. Pero si Jesus, kapag siya'y namatay, siya'y muling mabubuhay at hindi na muling mamamatay pa. Yan ang naghihintay sa atin. Kaya nga, sinasabi natin kapag may namatay, sa malalim na Tagalog, sinasabi natin, sumakabilang buhay na siya. Di ba? Napakaganda po ng Tagalog na yon. Sumakabilang buhay. Hindi siya nawala. Ang isang taong namatay, hindi nawala. Siya'y lumipat mula sa buhay na ito patungo sa buhay na walang hanggan. At yan sinasabi sa atin ng Panginoon, I am the resurrection and the life. Lazarus rose again, but Lazarus would die again. But once Jesus rose again, he will never die anymore. Yon ang naghihintay sa atin. Pero mga minamahal kong kapatid, dito sa ebanghelyong ito, palagay ko hindi lang naman tinutukoy dito ang kamatayan ng ating katawan. Noong si Jesus ay sumigaw, Lazarus, come out. Lazarus, lumabas ka dyan. Hindi lamang ito kwento ng isang taong namatay at muling binuhay, kundi ito'y pwedeng maging kwento din ng bawat isa sa atin. Saan tayo pinalalabas ni Jesus? Ano yung mga kuweba na kinukulungan natin? Ano yung mga kuweba na kinalilibingan natin? And today, Jesus is telling us, come out. Come out. Meaning, Jesus is offering us to rise again. Muling bumangon. Siguro sa iba, ang paanyaya ng Panginoon ay lumabas ka sa kuweba ng iyong depression. Some people are going through depression. They find no hope in life. Wawakasan ko na lang itong buhay na ito. Wala na akong pag-asa. Today, the Lord is telling you, get out of that depression. There is hope. There is life. There is meaning. O baka yung iba sa atin, inaanyayahan tayo sa pagkabilanggo ng addiction. Some are addicted to alcohol, others are addicted to gambling, others are addicted to sex. There are several addictions that somehow enslave us. Inililibing tayo sa ating mga addiction. Patay tayo. At ang sinasabi sa atin ng Panginoon, ngayon, lumabas ka dyan. Lumabas ka dyan. Huwag kang mawalan ng pag-asa. You know, I see that many times during confession. Nowadays, there are confessions happening in churches. And I personally hear those stories. Addicted to gambling. Sinira ang pamilya, sinira ang kanyang buhay, sinira ang kanyang kinabukasan. Kung minsan mararamdaman mo yung kawalan ng pag-asa, Father, parang wala na akong patutunguhan. Parang patay na. Patay na ang kanyang buhay, patay na ang kanyang pag-asa, patay na ang kanyang kinabukasan. But today, Jesus is telling you, come out of that addiction. At nung si Lazaro ay lumabas, dahil ang kostumbre ng mga Hudyo ay inilibing ng balot ng tela, yung mga mummy, no? So sabi ni Jesus, kalagan ninyo si Lazaro. Tanggalin niyo yung tumatali sa kanya. Tanggalin niyo yung bumabalot sa kanya. Untie him and let him go. My dear brothers and sisters, ano yung gumagapos sa inyo? Ano yung umaalipin sa inyo? At ang sagot at ang hamon ni Jesus at ang paanyaya niya ay, kalagan ninyo siya. Kalagin natin ang umaalipin sa atin. Even now, we don't have to wait until we die. Even now, the Lord is telling us, come out of the tomb. God's timing is perfect. Laging sakto. God and Jesus know our suffering. And God and Jesus is telling you, come out. Come out of the cave. Don't stay inside. Don't stay as a slave. Come out. Yung iba kasi masyado naging komportable sa kanilang mga pagkaalipin. Ayaw nang lumabas. Dito na lang ako, kahit madilim, kahit malungkot, dito na ako nasanay. Pero sa ngayon, sinasabi ni Jesus, hindi. Lumabas ka dyan. Hindi ka para dyan. Amen.